The Picture of Dorian Gray was written by Oscar Wilde in 1891. The story is about a beautiful young man named Dorian Gray, who is friend with a painter named Basil Hallward, that who is in love with Dorian. And one day Basil made a portrait of Dorian, but when Dorian sees it, he became jealous. He wished to stay young and make the image grow old. Dorian is also friend of Lord Henry, who is friend uh, Basil, and one day Dorian tells him that he is in love with an actress named Sybil Vane. Um, but when they go to a theater for see Sybil, they see that he is very bad actress. Um, then Dorian disappeared and tell her that he can see again. But in the night, Dorian is surprised to see the to see his mood on the portrait looks cruel. So he remembers his wish and he decides to hide the secret and marry with Sybil. But the next day, Lord Henry tells Dorian that Sybil is died. So before Basil tells Dorian that he wants to exhibit the portrait in Paris, but Dorian falls it and he decides to hide it in our school room. And a few years later, when Basil is going to no, when before Basil leaves to Paris, he go to he goes to see Dorian, and Dorian show Basil his portrait of his soul, and when Dorian no when Basil see it, he's surprised by corruption of Dorian's soul, and in this moment, Dorian felt that uh, he he hits Basil, and uh, so he take a knife and kill him. And the next day, Dorian calls Alan Campbell, who was previously his friend, and asks him that help him the dispose dis, dispose of Basil's body. So in the end, Dorian decides to start a new life, and he wants to destroy the portrait with a knife. But when he does, Dorian enters in the picture, and a horrible man falls on the road with a knife in his heart. So I learned that it is good to listen to other people's opinion, but it is not good to be influenced, and we must to defend our own ideas. Uh, Also, the vanity and selfishness are closely related, and both can affect our life and that our loved ones. I mean, it's okay to want to be better, but it's not okay to hurt other people because you want to be. Um, how can you apply in your life? Well, I think I must not be influenced by what most people say, but I must learn to defend my ideas. Also, if I want be to be better in something, I must do it myself without hurting or blaming anyone for my mistakes. Um, how can you link it with nutrology? Well, perhaps in the influence that some people can have with others, in this case, on the way they eat. Um, that is why we must inform ourselves and learn to make our decisions and not get um, carried away by what others say, such as some celebrities or influencers, because even if they do or eat certain things, they are not informed, and if we do, it can cause us harm.